This is the Sheep Ranch, the newest course at the best golf resort on Earth. They also say it's the easiest course at Bandon Dunes, so long as you don't get too distracted by the views. It's a task that sounds easy enough, and this round was played just minutes after I holed out for a career best 71 at Pacific Dunes, just a short shuttle ride away.
Wow, so bad it's good.
So bad it's good.
So far the course is living up to its reputation, as a stray drive stayed in play, and I managed to put a good strike on this 5-wood.
It's fine.
Okay.
The reward is just a wedge in, and my caddy says I can take dead aim at this pin. But instead I hit a son-in-law shot. Not as good as I was hoping for, but it'll do. This putt will do too, and I'll tap in for par.
It's like at the people up there, okay?
Yeah, you'll be fine at those people out there.
But my luck runs out here. This ball chases into the gorse, and I'll have to pull it out and take a draw. So now the plan is to get it on the green and just walk off with a 2-putt bogey. But that requires a better lag putt than this one. I leave it about 5 feet short, and I pull this one. So it all adds up to a double, or a triple, or a quad. But thankfully my opponent gave me that one. Oh well, goldfish memory. It's onto this short par 3, where I take dead aim at the pin with a 9-iron. And for the first time today I have a makeable birdie putt, and Shane has shown me a good line. It has a chance, but not quite, and will settle for par. I hit a bit of a squirrely drive here on 4, but that's not the shot that cost me. This one is. It finds its way into some thick rough, where I'm left with just a sand wedge onto this green. It does find its way onto the front.
Yeah, just outside the edge.
And now I'll take another good read from Shane, and I hit another putt that has a chance, but we'll have to settle for bogey.
Oh yeah, that's a good strike.
This is a much better strike, and it will give me another makeable birdie putt. But for a guy who calls the flat stick the best club in his bag, you'll see during today's round that it was just a bit off. Speaking of misses, this one finds the gorse separating the course from the Pacific, and I'm forced to re-tee. And as I play out this hole, I want to highlight today's sponsor, Swing Tweaks. I've said it before on the channel, and I'll say it again. The fastest way to level up your game isn't to bang balls on the range without purpose, or to search YouTube for generalized swing advice. Having a PGA professional look at your golf swing and provide individualized instruction is the most valuable investment you'll ever make in your golf game. But lessons can be expensive and time-consuming. So Swing Tweaks solves those problems by pairing you with a PGA Pro on their mobile app, now available on iOS and Android. It's as simple as recording your swing and receiving tailored instruction right in the Swing Tweaks app. Best of all, as a channel sponsor, they're offering 20% off your first swing tweak if you sign up with the code OADAM. I've linked to their app in the video description. Download it today and start leveling up your game. And remember to include the code OADAM for 20% off your first tweak.
Good drive. There you go.
I strategically mentioned Swing Tweaks during a disastrous stretch of back-to-back double bogeys, but here on 8 I've hit a much better drive and an approach that reaches the front of the green. But I mentioned my problems with the flat stick today, and this is another poor putt. It misses a good 10 feet below the hole, and I fail to convert on this one, and it leads to yet another bogey here on the front.
Is there a better side to this on here?
Right side kicks left.
This is a funky one,
Oh yeah.
One way to enter.
but I get away with it. And I'm left with the blind approach with a 6-iron, and even though I catch this a couple of grooves low, it works out. I'll take in this great view over the 9th green before lining up one more birdie putt. It doesn't go, and will conclude something of a disaster front 9. The stats aren't pretty, particularly as they relate to the flat stick, but my MO is to get better as the round goes on, and this round proved to be no exception. Starting here on 10. This drive leaves me with a blind approach, and in not a scratch golfer fashion, I follow it up with what they would call a great miss. One more look at birdie, and Shane's given me the read.
Nice putt. Get in.
Get in!
Wow.
But the golf gods aren't giving me much more karma after this morning's round, and we'll take the par. On to my favorite hole on the course, where Shane gives an honest assessment of this
It's
drive.
going pretty good. We'll see.
I do find it, but am forced to hack it out. But it's never too late for your best shot of the day. And this 5-wood from 230 up the hill somehow manages to chase up there. But I mentioned my woes with the flat stick, and they're continuing here. And I'll rely on Shane for a read on the next one.
You see this way?
I think it does a little of both. I see it off your feet and then have the hole straighten up.
Not quite.
Did I start it there?
I think it just drifted a little on us.
And it's one more bogey. The 12th is playing right into wind.
Oh, nice ball.
And even the best drive of the day is going to leave me a fairway wood in.
And we're in the, are we straight at it? Where are you starting it at?
Thinking left of it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to visualize a fade in there.
Okay.
It's good planning and good execution here. This one's right at it. And I'll have a makeable birdie putt. But it's a terrible effort. But fortunately, I clean up the par. Another good one here.
Oh, that's a good one. How you doing? Big one. That's
And I get to go for it. But then this. It's into some thick rough where I have to take a drop. And this little bump and run was the right play, but it doesn't quite manage to get onto the green. And I'm hoping to drop this one for a really sneaky par.
Oh!
But I'll get out with a bogey.
For you, you're aiming like right edge of the left mount.
Another good one.
Oh, that's a good shot. Adam, great one, Adam. Really good.
And I'll get to do some planning with Shane.
6 iron right usually carries 155.
And smooth tempo on this one led to a good strike. And it does find its way to the front of the green. And now we have another long lag putt. And once again, I don't manage to get it up there. But after waiting all round for one to drop, we get one. The driver also continues to cooperate. This one's just fine.
And like how much right of the pin would you say?
I think we're just like edge of the bush.
And we'll opt for another bump and run here. But I catch it a bit thin, and fortunately the golf gods reward it anyhow. But I cannot buy a birdie putt today. And it's one more par. And kind playing partners.
Oh, good swing.
You're going to like this.
Good swing.
Good shot.
And it's at this point of the round that I finally managed to release some tension. The previous round was nerve-wracking, chasing a personal best. And to be perfectly honest, I was upset to let down my playing partner Ken during this round. But it dawned on me that we didn't make the trek to Bandon Dunes to stress over $5 matches. We came here for the golf experience of a lifetime, and that's exactly what Bandon Dunes delivered. Walking off 16 green toward the 17th tee offered me the opportunity to reset. I'm eternally grateful not only to have survived a life-threatening illness, but to turn my passion for golf into a job. And it's not because I'm a gifted golfer or offering revelations about the game, but rather because I found a home online to share my passion with fellow golfers.
Oh, wow. Go in the hole. Go in the hole.
Hey! We're also sharing moments we'll never forget, like that awesome hole out. And now, I'm looking for one of my own. Not quite, but I'll take this backdrop as consolation, along with this tap-in par, before stepping to the tee of the final hole on this golf trip to Bandon Dunes.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's your last hole.
One more par 5 I can go for, and this time, we managed to get it up there. It's a long eagle putt with the guys watching from the hill. And you can tell we're having a blast. Here comes the birdie. Or not. The back nine score trounced the front, and more importantly, after some nerves and frustration, I managed to enjoy this round. It's not every day we get to visit places like this. I have more footage of this trip coming soon, from rounds in the 70s to rounds in the 90s. I hope you're enjoying following along, and I look forward to sharing more of these soon.